And hello, welcome everyone to this video. So I just want to talk about getting new Vim working. Okay, my philosophy here is just to get it as Vim compatible as possible. So I'm not even going to consider Lua or anything here. So all the plugins I'm doing, they will be as Vim compatible as I can possibly make it. Because I myself like presently don't know Lua, and I have not learned it yet as of the making of this video, but well, it's just meant to provide like bang for buck, and I'll just in terms of setting up Vim or neovim, you can use them almost at least you can use them in a way that you can, whether you switch between Vim or neovim, it still works if you stick with Vim script, right? Okay, so as much bang for buck as possible is the way I'm going, because I don't want to talk about, I don't want to have too much what do you call that? I don't want to have too much things to deal with later on. Yeah. So the first thing first, you can clone this Git repository that I have set up. I mean, a lot of people have other better, for sure, better Git repositories than me. This is just the one I'm comfortable with using. If you, yeah, I'm just going to clone it, Git clone it, or using Windows Terminal, and of course, cancel everything out. Okay, maybe I'll use a new tab since Windows Terminal has a tab here. Okay, and I'll go to desktop, and I'll just clone it on, alright, maybe I'll clone it on the documents side. CD documents, and go to my custom YouTube folder. Oh, I already cloned it. Okay, but let's remove the neovim config. Yes to all. Okay, so it just says permission denied. Okay, whatever. Let me get cloner here. That is weird. Oh, right. I might need administrative permissions. Or maybe I'm also opening stuff elsewhere. Okay. But anyway, I'll just do it here then. Git clone, neovim config. Okay. It's a very, very small file, and I want to keep it that way. Keep it simple, maximize productivity. At least for my case, this is what I'm comfortable with. Okay, so the way I've structured this folder is as follows. First thing first, you will see these folders labeled with numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, so this kind of brings you through different levels of setting up neovim or Vim, because I'll try to make it as Vim compatible as possible. Okay, and at the first level here, we just start with the bare basics. Okay, over here I only have one plugin here, and this is the nerdtree plugin. You'll find nerdtree to be quite convenient because in VS Code and whatever, you'll have file explorers. So do I have VS Code here? I think I do. I don't have VS Code here. Okay, so this is my VS Code on Arch Linux. You will see a file explorer on the left hand side, and this, I mean, to be fair, it comes in pretty handy. Okay, so the bare minimum I want is to have a similar file explorer on Vim, and the one I like the most is nerdtree. Okay, so the way to get it done, let's go to init.vim. And let's open up and we'll paste everything here as well. Okay, of course I can just copy and paste over all of this stuff from Git. Okay, I made it such that you can just copy the init.vim stuff here. I didn't even make an init.vim file, so just copy it off GitHub. You don't even need to clone if you don't want to. Alright, so here's it. I'll just Control-Shift-V to paste here, and to install this, you just source this file. So source the ampersand sign or modular sign, whatever you want to call it. Source this file, and once you're ready to install the plugins, you can just click plug install. Okay, so nerdtree is already installed, so Yeah, but I did this before, probably that's why it works like that. If you want to remove plugins, you can use plug clean. Yeah, see, I've installed a lot of plugins here, so I can just delete all these directories. Okay, and if you want to like really remove it, save, I can do plug. If I want to remove nerdtree, for example, I can just delete this or comment this out, and then I will do plug clean. Oh, I forgot to source this file. Source this file first, and I'll do plug clean. Okay, so this is the directory to delete nerdtree. Quit it out. So again, save this file, source this file, and I'll open up nerdtree. Okay, oh, plug install. Sorry, plug install first. So plug install. Maybe you need to restart a few times, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm doing it in a very messy way, but you get the general idea that yes, nerdtree is what I want to use. And to use it, you just start typing ner, and then you just tap complete, click open, and yeah, init.vim is here. Use the J and K keys to go up and down. Press O to open the file. You can shift up and down the directories. Press M, and then you can see this nerdtree menu. M is for menu. Again, escape, and oh, you will see everything here on the screen. It's pretty obvious. So if I want to add a new file, I'll just press A and it's like hello there .cs. Okay, maybe something like that. And then I'll have this CS file, main, I don't know, namespace. Okay, so it still works. And you see there's already syntax highlighting, class, public class. Public class. Hello there. Okay, so and just make a constructor hello there, and then now I can use this one. So yeah, this is just C#. I can save it and it'll be done. Okay, I'm not actually going to make a working C# file. I don't even have .NET installed on this, I think. But yeah, so I'm going to just delete everything just to show you the capabilities of nerdtree. Okay, MDY. Okay, to delete this, I can just use the M button. Just use the M button, you'll see this delete thing here. In case you ever forget your key bindings, you can do that. Now, if you ever forget what to do with nerdtree, you can press the question mark here for help. Okay, press the question mark here for help, and you will see all of these shortcuts for you. Okay, and you press the question mark again to exit the help. So keep pressing question mark. You will switch between the nerdtree and out of nerdtree. So let me quit out of this. Okay, and again, to start nerdtree, just use this. And then what I like also is to have a terminal on my right hand side. Again, I told you I like to use PowerShell or Windows. So this is what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm not going to explain how to use this on here. That's not the objective of this video. Just want to run through the setup and the rationale behind it. So this is a very minimalistic Vim kind of a neovim or Vim setup, and you can look for color scheme. And then you can see what's the color scheme you like. Okay, I kind of like the industry color scheme. Oops, color scheme industry. Okay, industry, it works well. I think the other one is maybe Dialect. Okay, Dialect's a very nice, pleasant, cool color scheme. Okay, but normally I don't like to use the built-in color schemes, though they work very well. Okay, the next thing I want to go through now is aesthetics. Okay, this thing is working well. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain. Yeah, so set number and relative number are pretty good because so for example, if I'm on line 24 here, yeah, line 24, so set number will show like line 24. And then I want to go to this set relative number. Okay, it's on the 19 lines above where I relatively am now. Okay, so I can put 19J, 19K, 19J and K to go up and down that many lines. So this is just a reminder if you don't know what this is for. The number and relative number. Instead of pressing J and K many times, you can just go look at the line numbers here, 8K, 9J, something like that. You can go up and down many lines. Okay, no rep is a setting I like to have because I do not want my text to keep going all the way to the right, and then I have this auto indent, and if I open it up in another text editor or whatever, you will see that the lines keep overflowing. So I rather have this no rep, and then I will just indent it manually. Okay, syntax on, file type indent on, file type plugin indent on. Okay, these things are just here to, well, do syntax highlighting as you're seeing now. There's some syntax highlighting. Okay, next thing is tab stop and shift width. Okay, so if you press tab, it will shift by 4. Normally Vim or neovim, they will do a 8 spaces kind of a thing. So if you want to indent it automatically, tab stop and shift width will be it. Next thing is the scrolling part. Okay, this actually makes scrolling a lot easier. Okay, so why is this the case? Let me shift GG, go 29 down, 5 paste. Okay, so for example, you have a very long file. If you actually scroll up and down, you want to actually keep your give yourself a little bit of buffer so that your cursor doesn't have to go all the way up in order to see what is next. So one thing that's comfortable for me is scroll off equals 5, and that will do. Okay, at least I have 5 spaces above and 5 spaces below, so that scrolling is a lot more pleasing to the eyes. Okay, last one will be nerdtree show hidden equals to 1. So basically I want nerdtree to show hidden files and folders so that I don't have to guess where all the hidden files and folders are. And of course, app data, where the init.vim is, all these are hidden files and folders. I do want to make sure they're there, or at least accessible through nerdtree. Okay, so I can of course open up many tabs here, and then I can also open up many PowerShells, term, PowerShell, and this is how I like to work. Okay, I have many terminals here. I have one for Git, one for, oops, Git status. Yeah, so see, I can do whatever I need to do in PowerShell. Now let's close everything. Tab close. Oops. Tab close. Tab close. Okay, I'm going to exit out of this. Okay, Control D doesn't work here. Just exit. Quit here. And I'm going to exit. Quit all. Okay. Let's quit all. Okay. Of course, this is the bare minimum of what I like to work with in Vim. Now let's upgrade it a little bit, make it look a lot nicer. Okay, so this is the one I just called aesthetics. Okay, it is whatever we have just now, plus a little bit more. What did I add here? I added the gruvbox theme. Okay, the gruvbox theme is a very, very beautiful theme. A lot of people like to use it. It's very popular as well, and it's popular with me. And also I have vim-airline. What is vim-airline? You see these things here, like terminal Z shell, and then every time I switch between the buffers or the splits, okay, Powerline will sort of highlight to you where is your cursor, right? So this is what I like to have for the Powerline. And of course for Powerline, I want my fonts working correctly. I do not want missing fonts here and there. So that's why I like to use either Windows Terminal or even better Neovim. Okay, and Neovim is actually GPU accelerated, so it will feel very smooth and fast. Yeah, if your GPU is up to the task. Of course, on virtual machines it won't work, but no matter. Okay, so here is where we are. Most of it's the same. Again, the only thing that's different, I have vim-airline, vim-airline themes, and gruvbox. This is just for aesthetics. So very simple. I'll just use a copy and I'll paste it into my init.vim. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste. Oops, wrong one. I used the wrong buffer. Okay, ggx insert. What did I insert? Oh, this is a neovim only way of pasting. Okay, is the open inverted commas plus and p. This will paste from the clipboard. Okay, I think it's a neovim only. I tried it on Vim, it doesn't quite work, but you can use Ctrl+Shift+V for PowerShell as well. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to source this file. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to do plug install. Okay, so this will install vim-airline and vim-airline themes as well as the nerdtree. So you can see actually the plugins, the vim-airline already starts to work. It's a very nice thing. So let's source this file one more time after installing and take a look at that. Oh yes, it looks so much better. I really love the gruvbox theme and very into it. And when you type PowerShell, it also looks nice. All the themes work. And you take a look here, all this also works. Yeah, the nice thing about the vim-airline is that again you will know where your cursor is when you split between all these what do you call that, tab splits. Okay, so I can make a new tab. I can split the screen in half using vsplit. Vsplit is my favorite command. I like to have my terminal on the right, and I like to have this what do you call that? I just have to I have to have one more space here to like sort of edit things. Okay, so this, let me full screen it. It looks a lot nicer when it's full screen. They don't have this V buffer or whatever down there. So yeah, I might as well just look at my, what do you call it? Yeah, I can look at my neovim config file. Okay, and just a nice trick with PowerShell, or rather not PowerShell, but in neovim or Vim, you can use cd to actually change your directory. So I want to change it to my documents folder, so I can just do cd documents and it will change the file here. Okay, if it's successful, you will see which folder it actually changed this to. And not only that, I can just quit nerdtree, open it up again, and it will be in my new folder. Okay, so I go up and down. I can use my shortcuts, finding it. Aesthetics, open up, readme.md is here. Let me equalize it, and here is indeed my config file. Okay, so now let's take it even up another notch. Let me see how much time I have remaining. Okay, maybe one more plug-in and then I'll stop the video. Okay, so here is my, what is next? I want a Git integration. Okay, so why do I want Git integration, or rather a Git status or whatever? So here is my Vim on Arch Linux. The thing is that if I add a few lines here, ABC, 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 and then I sort of save the file. Okay, it's not appearing yet. Hello? Okay, this thing isn't working as I expected it to. No? Quit. Oh, don't quit everything. Tab close. Pardon me. This is a okay. Well, it isn't demonstrating as well here, but the thing is when I open up this and let me close this as well. Okay, And I will fast forward to the point where I actually get this thing demonstrated and working. Come on, OBS, don't fail me now. Yeah, pause record. Okay, so I have found it. Let me enable the preview. Yeah. So I found it. Okay, the thing is here. You see this little plus sign we have here? Okay, this is a git diff. This is a git diff thingy. So if I actually add more stuff here, I save it, I should be able to see another plus sign here in time to come. See? Yeah, so now you see that every few seconds the git diff will kind of just update and it'll tell you which new lines are added. This is extremely useful if you want to work with Git, and for most programming languages, if not all of them, Git is the way to go. So let's just get on straight with how to get this thing working. Okay, next thing here is Git integration, or rather I'm only going to do gitgutter here. Okay. So the most important Git plugin for Vim or neovim for me personally, I think I just forgot to add that in. Okay, for me personally, it's this gitgutter, and gitgutter gives you that feature just now where, okay, if I make changes to it, then if I make changes to it, to the git file, it will show up in your Vim. It will show up in your Vim. Okay, so I'm going to yank this. Oops. Yank this up here, and I'm going to paste it here. Format it, plug install. Oh, I forgot to source this file. Source first, plug install. Okay, and that is done. And I think things should start working right away. So let me add a few lines of code to see actually if this is working. Okay, save. And you see, okay, the gitgutter is starting to work. See, all the plus signs are here. Okay, so 13 up, delete. And if I delete this, okay, you will find that if I save, I have to save, you'll see that this minus sign actually pops up here. This minus sign is saying that, okay, there is a deletion that's happening. All right, so do pay attention. Git is actually detecting this. And last one, if I do this extra, if I change one line, you'll see this tilde sign being shown here. All right, this tilde sign being shown here. So this is basically gitgutter. Very, very useful tool. Makes Vim super nice to use. Okay, so far we have talked about aesthetics and gitgutter. Very, very nice plugins. So yeah, let's bring it up to the next level even more. Yeah, so I'll talk about that more in the next video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.